Welcome back to the channel that helps you be a better version of yourself every day. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of psychology. If you're new here, this channel is all about exploring the incredible power of the human mind. Get ready to have your mind blown by these incredible facts about human behavior. We're going to uncover the hidden forces that shape our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see the world and the people around you in a whole new light. So buckle up, hit that like button to show some love, and let's get started. Have you ever been in a situation where someone needed help, but nobody stepped up? It's called the bystander effect. Imagine this: you're walking down a busy street when you see someone collapse, but nobody else seems to be doing anything. The more people present, the less likely anyone is to help. We look to others for cues on how to act, but if everyone hesitates, nobody helps. Be the one who steps up. Your actions could make all the difference. Have you ever noticed how uncomfortable it feels when your beliefs clash with your actions? Like, you know smoking is bad for you, but you still light up a cigarette? That, my friends, is cognitive dissonance in action. It's that mental discomfort we experience when we hold two conflicting beliefs, ideas, or values. It's like our brain is saying, hey, something's not adding up here. Think of it like this. You believe in protecting the environment, but you also really love driving your gas-guzzling car. Those two things contradict each other, creating cognitive dissonance. So what do we do when we experience this mental discomfort? Well, our brains are pretty clever at finding ways to reduce that dissonance. We might try to justify our actions, downplay the importance of one belief, or even change our beliefs altogether. For example, in the case of smoking, a person might convince themselves that the health risks are exaggerated or that they'll quit soon. It's a way of rationalizing their behavior to reduce the discomfort caused by the conflicting beliefs. Cognitive dissonance is a powerful force that influences our decision-making, attitudes, and even our relationships. Understanding it can help us become more aware of our own biases and make more informed choices. Ever notice how attractive people seem to have it all together? We tend to assume they're also intelligent, kind, and trustworthy. That's the halo effect in full swing. It's a cognitive bias where our overall impression of a person influences how we feel and think about their character. We essentially create a halo around them based on a single, often superficial trait. Think about celebrities, for example. We often idolize them, assuming they're amazing people simply because they're famous or good-looking. But in reality, we don't truly know their character. The halo effect can work both ways. If we perceive someone negatively based on one trait, we might assume other negative things about them, even if there's no evidence to support those assumptions. This bias can have a significant impact on our lives. It can influence our hiring decisions, our relationships, and even how we treat others. The key is to be aware of the halo effect and to try to judge people based on their individual merits, rather than letting our first impressions cloud our judgment. Ever notice how people tend to gravitate towards information that confirms their existing beliefs? It's like we have these mental blinders on, filtering out anything that challenges our worldview. That's confirmation bias, and it's a powerful force that shapes how we process information. Think about it. If you believe that vaccines are dangerous, you're more likely to seek out articles or studies that support that view, while ignoring or dismissing evidence to the contrary. It's not just about what information we seek out, it's also about how we interpret it. We tend to interpret ambiguous information in a way that confirms our existing beliefs. Confirmation bias can be a major roadblock to critical thinking and open-mindedness. It can lead to polarization, prejudice, and even poor decision-making. The good news is that by becoming aware of confirmation bias, we can start to challenge our own biases and become more receptive to different perspectives. Have you ever wondered how a sugar pill can actually make you feel better? It's not magic, it's the incredible power of the placebo effect. This phenomenon occurs when people experience real changes in their health after taking a treatment with no therapeutic effect. It's a testament to the mind-body connection and the powerful influence our thoughts and expectations can have on our physical well-being. Imagine this. You're part of a study for a new headache medication. You're given a pill, and shortly after, your headache starts to disappear. But here's the catch. The pill you took was just a placebo, a sugar pill with no active ingredients. The placebo effect highlights the incredible power of our minds to influence our bodies. When we believe that a treatment will work, our brains can actually trigger physiological changes that alleviate our symptoms. It's not just about faking it, It's about the power of expectation and the brain's ability to influence our physical experiences. Ever been part of a group project where someone just coasts along, letting everyone else do the heavy lifting? That's social loafing in action. It's the tendency for individuals to put in less effort when working in a group compared to when working alone. Think about it. When you're the only one responsible for a task, you're more likely to give it your all. But when the responsibility is shared among a group, it's easier to slack off a bit, assuming others will pick up the slack. Social loafing can be a major obstacle to group productivity. It can lead to decreased effort, lower quality work, and even resentment among group members. There are ways to combat social loafing though. Clear roles and responsibilities, effective communication, and a shared sense of purpose can all help to motivate individuals to contribute their fair share. Have you ever noticed how higher expectations seem to bring out the best in people? That's the Pygmalion effect, also known as the self-fulfilling prophecy. This phenomenon suggests that higher expectations lead to an increase in performance. When we believe in someone's potential, we treat them differently, providing more support, encouragement, and opportunities for growth. Think about a teacher who believes in their students' abilities. They're more likely to challenge them, provide constructive feedback, and create a positive learning environment. As a result, those students are more likely to rise to the occasion and perform at their best. The Pygmalion effect highlights the powerful influence our beliefs and expectations have on others. When we set high standards and believe in people's potential, we create a self-fulfilling prophecy, empowering them to achieve great things. Ever had that feeling that everyone's watching you, judging your every move? Like you walk into a room and suddenly feel self-conscious about your hair, your outfit, everything? That's the spotlight effect, and it's more common than you think. It's that tendency we have to overestimate how much others notice about us, both positive and negative. We think we're under a giant spotlight, when in reality, people are generally far less observant than we assume. Think about a time you might have tripped or spilled something in public. It probably felt mortifying at the moment, right? But chances are most people who saw it barely even registered the event, let alone remembered it 5 minutes later. The spotlight effect can be a major source of anxiety and self-consciousness. It can hold us back from taking risks, putting ourselves out there, and simply enjoying life to the fullest. So, next time you feel the spotlight effect taking hold, take a deep breath and remind yourself that it's not all about you. People are generally too caught up in their own lives to be paying that much attention to yours. Have you ever felt so stuck in a situation that you just gave up? That feeling of powerlessness is called learned helplessness. It's when people feel helpless to avoid negative situations even when they can change things. But remember, learned helplessness can be unlearned. Challenge negative thoughts, focus on strengths, and celebrate small victories to regain control. Ever met someone who's completely clueless but thinks they're an expert? That's the Dunning-Kruger effect in all its glory. It's a cognitive bias where people with low ability at a task overestimate their ability, while those with high ability tend to underestimate themselves. Think about it. Have you ever started learning a new skill and thought, hey, I'm pretty good at this? But then, as you delved deeper and gained more experience, you realized how much more there was to learn? That's the Dunning-Kruger effect in action. It's like a double whammy of incompetence. Not only are we bad at something, but we're also unaware of just how bad we are. The Dunning-Kruger effect can manifest in various aspects of life, from work to relationships to everyday decision-making. It can lead to overconfidence, poor judgment, and a reluctance to seek out feedback or improve our skills. The best way to combat the Dunning-Kruger effect is to cultivate humility, embrace lifelong learning, and be open to feedback, even if it's not always what we want to hear. That's it for today's mind-blowing psychology facts. We've covered a lot of ground, from the bystander effect to the Dunning-Kruger effect, and I hope you found these insights as fascinating as I do. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. Let us know in the comments which psychology facts surprised you the most. And remember, the more we understand about the human mind, the better equipped we are to navigate the complexities of life and build stronger connections with ourselves and others. Until next time, stay curious.